Right, hello, cool. City Skylines, yes. Decided this is what I want to play today. I want to play more Superland, but I'll save that probably for later, or whenever it is I next do. But I kind of decided I want to do something different. Kind of felt like it was either going to be City Skylines or Transport Fever, and I kind of thought I've not played City Skylines for a while, and I know there's two DLC that I don't have the. Is it the Campus one or the Sunset Harbor? But I don't think there's anything too massive. I have most of the other DLC though, so we can fun. I need to decide on a map and a name for my city. Trying to think best. Lakedale sounds like fun, but then so does. Where is it? The Archipelago. Let's go with the Archipelago. Doesn't have any oil or ore, but who cares? Farming resources, forestry resources, lots of water. Yeah, the Archipelago sounds fun, because you can kind of divide up the city into islands, like a really shitty poor island and a really lovely rich island. Sounds like fun, although it's going to be very expensive bridges wise, but we'll give it a go. The name, left-hand traffic, because it's the only way to drive, in my opinion. City name. I'm terrible at names. I'm trying to think. I can't think of anything. What about just Island Town? Terrible name, but it's fine. It's fine. It'll do for now. Island Town. Right. So let's go. We're getting started. I've disabled all the mods that I've got installed as well because I haven't checked. Make sure any of them are still working. So I don't know. I could just break stuff. So I've just disabled them all. We're just going to go in the base gameplay. Base game today. It would take too long for me to try and fix all the mods or figure out if they need uninstalling, and I can't bother. And it's been a long time since I played anyway. So we'll see what else is new. Right. When it eventually loads, just a nice long loading screen. Oh, man. I still can't get Outer Wilds out of my head. I know I finished it now, but I still can't get it out of my head. I just need to... It's going to take a few days for me to just kind of recover from that. Right. Wow, you really don't get a lot of space on this first little island, do you? But, like, these islands are tiny. I thought they'd be bigger. Anyway, we need to build a road. This. Road tolls. Tolls. I love road tolls because they are the best way of extorting your citizens for money and making them pay for the roads. And build a... Can't build out the highway. Like a roundabout. To connect these up. Roundabout of some description. Like maybe it could be like a diagonal roundabout. Not quite square. How do I get the angle? How do I get angle snap? Let's go. I was just trying to get it to look nice. I think cost me a little bit, but it's better to have high traffic design, high flow of traffic kind of early on, if you can, save you from trying to deal with that later. Right. So that connects that up over there. I'm going to put... probably I'm going to put like commercial around here, maybe. And I'll bring this over here. Tell you what, we need another roundabout here as well. Maybe not one that's quite so big. It's really silly you can't do a 4-lane one-way. But actually, to be fair, as it's a 6-lane... God, that's such a janky looking roundabout, isn't it? But that'll do. Go. Now we can build something off of here. Try and limit the number of big roads coming off. I can roads coming off the main road. Try and reduce the amount of traffic. I'd like to upgrade. It would make more sense if I upgraded that, so that the traffic can continue to flow through here. You can manage the how do you bring up that screen where you can manage intersection? Can't for the life of me remember how you do that. This is a janky looking roundabout right here. It's a good way of doing it, isn't it? It's like a go to here. Get a perfectly circular, I say perfectly, a pretty circular roundabout with a big old gap in the middle, but that's fine. That's good. Right. I want to manage intersection. I feel like that would be a road tool. Or here? Somewhere up here? Traffic junctions? That was it. Stop. 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 And stop sign there. That helps the traffic flow. Yep, fine, that's good. That should help the traffic flow a bit better. Right, we need water. Weird jetty thing. Ugly. Put this over here, can't we? And the water is kind of flowing no particular direction. 20 per week. Which pollution is reduced but not wholly gone. Pollution is 0 anyway, but it's a little bit more expensive, but not so expensive that I can't go for that anyway. Power. Only really going to need wind turbine, aren't I? To start with. Right. Residential in there. Let's bring a road off of here. Fuck it, that'll do. That can be where the commercial goes. And then what do I do with industry? That's a that's a good question. I think over here, possibly for industry. No, I don't want a one-way road because that would be bad. I want a straight road. Allows you to get a nice bridge. Right. Good, I need to go back to the junctions page. Junctions, make that a stop junction. Right, and then you need... So if I'm going to put some industry over here... Covers that side. Connect these up. Yeah, and that means I can put some industry in there. That's nice. That'll do. So obviously I need to connect this up with water. There. I then need to connect up the commercial with water as well. And then finally do the industrial stuff. Yeah, wonderful. Apart from power, which is lacking at the moment because there's no good underground connection to it. That's fine. Power needs to... There we go. Industry is over there. Wonderful. So obviously at the moment we only have residential demand. That's fine. Road around here. Because there's nowhere... But actually you can go over there. So there'll be a big road. Coming through there as well at some point. I wonder how that's going to work. I wonder if it's going to work as I'm hoping it will. I don't have a lot of money, and I've got no money coming in either. Oh, not that. Not that. Definitely not that. Not that. Fill that in. Fill that in. I don't want any buildings actually built against the roundabout, because that would just create more traffic. God, I am running out of money. Obviously, I'll have to fill this in at some point, but... Right, that looks good. I would like to raise their taxes, please, which I can't do yet because I don't have that. Lower this down. For now. In fact, I've got more than enough electricity production as well. I can halve it, and that should halve. Yeah, that's fine. That's good as well. And water. Again, we're overspending for water. Disable the day-night cycle. As much as it is pretty as it is, I would rather not have the gameplay differences. Day-night cycle's already off. Okay. So that'll reduce my outgoings. At the moment, I don't. There's just not enough traffic. Oh, actually, power. Back up again. And so will water. Sewage. Right. Good. Ticking along. My money is getting a little bit less bad. Ah, I can now manage taxes. Wonderful. And loans and garbage and all of that sort of stuff. Fantastic. Yes, I forgot that these need power, don't they? Let's increase taxes to 10%. Can I do a bit more? Like 11% maybe? There we go. Just increase taxes a little bit. I'm definitely going to need more power, aren't I? Oh yeah, power's not enough already. Up to 80%. 100. Bring it up to 100. My income is getting a little bit less scary now that it's not 1,000 minus 1,000. Good. Operating normally. Operating normally. It's all operating normally. What the hell is this? That's a big old factory. Garments Limited. I'll tell you what we need. We need a toll booth. But we need a population of 650 for a two-way toll booth. Because we need to tax people we need to toll people coming in and out of the city. If you're coming into the city, you need to pay the toll. If you're visiting, if you're going to work, you need to pay the toll. It's basically like taxing citizens without tax label on it. Which they don't seem to mind as much. Right. I need healthcare. Well, we need healthcare. And we need a landfill. There, that'd be quite good. Cycling centre. That would be very handy, actually. Quite expensive. 240 a week. But it's a better option I mean, I'm still gonna need a landfill, aren't I? I'm still gonna need one of those. But it's better to get a recycling centre going sooner, because that way, oh, I got money, yay! Because that way, my landfill doesn't fill up as fast. Worthy village. I guess you just unlock those things permanently once you've done it once. But okay. This island is about as full as it's going to get with everything, apart from building another road, another bridge out of here. That island, there's not much else going to fit there. I can make the island slightly bigger, more industry on it. Maybe I'll bring like residential that way and bring industry down here. Sounds kind of nice. Which way is the wind blowing? Oh, it's not a thing in this. It's not like in Dim City. We need more. We need more power. Don't have enough power. Good. Power is a problem that's solved. Got plenty of sewage and water treatment. Not a problem. Make these stops. The only problem is though, actually, it gets really busy. Then they will get stuck there probably. So, but for now, I think it will help because it means that traffic can come down here and turn in just as and when it needs to, rather than having to wait for the lights. Why are you parking on the side of the roundabout, you morons? It's because it's the wrong kind of road, really. It wants to be a two-way highway, not a 6-lane road. I suppose actually I can add decorative grass, which means it stops things from parking, or trees when it comes to it. That'd be nice. Decorations lower noise pollution. I never really thought about the fact that they've got speed limits on the roads. The city is growing nicely. Look at that, we're a tiny town. Nice. New policies, night tours. Even more fun. Got canals, flood walls. That was something that was a good mod actually that I probably should have activated, was Key Anarchy. Or something, whatever it's called. Because you can build keys and they're pretty nice. They're pretty good things to build, keys. Oh, the music's really picking up, isn't it? I might have to turn that down a smidge. Actually, I'll just turn it down here because then I can adjust the music as I see fit. I can adjust my volume. Right, I've got a profit. Look at that, wonderful. We've got a nice little profit coming in now. I think I'm a little bit not quite there yet for a space center, but we'll get there. I think maybe we need like a 4-lane road coming up here. Oh, hang on, I'm gonna be putting a 6-lane road up along to that big island over there, or those big islands. Eventually, well, I would like to. I don't like. I'm just forward planning. I don't think I'm gonna get there, but I'm just forward planning at this point. Just kind of. Stop. Options. Right, and then I can build housing along here. Housing along here. Finally, housing along there. Wonderful. Nice. Lots of housing in here. Good. Put in a pipe here. I like to have my pipes kind of follow roads. Not probably the most practical thing to do in the world, but I like it. Good. So yeah, we can get more people in here now. We've got loads more housing space for all of these people. This road is going to be a nightmare. Where do you want to stop? Stop there. Because, to be fair, is one way. That would be kind of fun. Not that way, though. The other way. That again. Ah! Because that way, traffic will only... you'll you know, it'll just flow, won't it? There would be no hassle with anything. And then if I... what would that... like, yes, it might be a bit of a pain, but it's fine. Like, the traffic will just flow. It's all a one-way system. I don't want that to be a one-way, because that would be a two-way going. I could make this one-way actually. So you come in, go around, and go out that way. I don't actually know if that's going to help in the slightest, but we'll see. I feel like this should help though. Having this bit one way should definitely help. That music really is very loud, isn't it? And we'll turn it down a little bit. Right. So traffic should be flowing nicely through there now. There shouldn't be any problems with traffic flow. Those cars are facing... they are facing the right way. It looked like they were facing the wrong way for a minute. Yeah, man, that ground is already purple with pollution. I mean, that's not producing... It is producing pollution, obviously, but not too much. Right, people want more industry. That's fine. I can do more industry over here. So we're going to basically do the same thing again. Pull out this road. One-way system. Take this all in with industry. Power over here. We're probably going to just need more power, aren't we? Yeah, we're kind of cutting it a little bit fine on the power front already. Water, sewage, we're fine. You know what? I might move this over here. Be nearer the industry kind of area. Water is fine. Even still, that doesn't need to be there, does it? It's a little bit too close to the residential stuff. And same with those... You're fine. You should be fine for water. Oh, it just takes a minute for it to propagate. Same with these wind turbines. They don't need to be there either. Yeah, fuck it. Let's get rid of that one. And actually, you've got higher wind speeds there anyway. So that's fine. I'll get more power out of them. So it was like I chose the one place in this area where it's got low wind speed. Go. Got more industry. Why are you complaining about power? Oh, power's not connected. Right, there we go. Now you've got power. It's raining. Ugh. Right, we need more commercial. That's what it looks like down there. That looks like. Thing is, you really don't need much in the way of commercial to fulfill the commercial demand. I could purchase a new tile. I think actually I would want to expand in that direction. Although that's a big landmass over there. Look at that. But the problem is I can't. The people would have to go off the main road, and then we'll have to go onto the main road and back off it for me to if I'm going to build over there, which is kind of fun actually. Right, we need some police services we can't afford because it's too expensive. Great. There's crimes happening all over the city. Well, mainly in the over here. Crime rate is high. Problem is I don't have the money for that right now. You're gonna have to wait a minute until I get to the next milestone. There we go, and then I gave me loads of money. Boom town, wonderful. I'll put the police station on the roundabout. Because that will allow police to get kind of all around the city relatively quickly. Power. What? Power, not reach. Elder care. Elder care is a small healthcare facility offering target specific elderly. It's a health benefit. Elder care also extends the lifespan of elderly within the building radius. Oh, that's cool. What do I need? What's wrong with you? You're sick. Okay, yeah. People do want healthcare, don't they? They will want healthcare. Oh my god! the moment I put it down, there's like 10 ambulances come flying out. Why would you go that way? You could quite... Oh, I mean, it would still have been quicker for them to go round the roundabout and then go that way, considering the road. This road is faster. Losing money now, slowly. But that's because I'm not... My town isn't growing. So... obviously a problem. Go! Actually, that will solve the problem of the ambulances trying to drive up this way. Paint all this in. Water. Water. Mix up with water. Oh god, I keep doing that. I keep pressing right click. I'm pressing escape rather than pressing right click to out. Get rid of the pipes. Still doing fine for water. We're still good for that. Good. Still doing all right for power. You don't have enough people working for you. That's fine. There's a fire in the health clinic. I'm gonna have to take it out alone, aren't I? Are you going to be going? Are you going? Fortunately, there's no houses around here at the moment. God, wow! There's a fire at the health clinic and at the police station. Yeah, that's not very good. That's looking pretty charred now, isn't it? As long as there's not a fire at the fire station, we should be fine. God, they completely burned down all of these trees, didn't they? Actually, that was a really good idea, putting these places on the fucking roundabout, because it's just straight onto the main road at high speed. You know, no waiting around in traffic, none of that shit. Just get there at high speed. Wow, that guy. There's a death there. Okay. Oh, we need a cemetery. There? Fuck it. There will do. It's a bit miserable and grey where the ground has been burnt, but... God, there are so many sick people. Oh my god, why are there so many sick people? Get out there faster, ambulances. It's not a maximum capacity. Citizens are sick. Yep, well there's a health, you know, it's perfectly within range. I can't afford another one. My god, my money is going right down. I've really ballsed this up somehow. What's the pollution like? This area is not polluted at all. This area is so incredibly polluted, it's ridiculous. I mean, the ground is freaking purple. Isn't it? Working, I haven't actually. Yeah, that's fine. It's fine, it's all working. Right, could you stop being sick, please, citizens? My god, we've got like a pandemic on our hands at the moment with all these people getting sick. And there just isn't enough ambulances. Maybe I should put a toll booth on the on the roundabout. I think we'll be fine. We just have to get out of this little slump that we're in, where everybody is fucking sick for some reason. God, sickness is just getting to everyone. Oh, this is killing my money. I've got no money left. God. Why is everybody sick? Why are you all sick? What have you done? I should have built the health clinic sooner. Can I decrease budget of? I definitely cannot decrease the budget of the health service. They're already struggling as it is. Power. How are we doing power wise? We're also getting to the point where we're starting to run out of power as well. You know, fuck it. We're going up to 13%. You may not like it, but I need that extra money. Man, my population is crashing. God, this is... I'm usually not this bad at this game. But there's something... It's just... They're just so ridiculously sick for some reason. Like, it's been on full speed for like 3 months. There is a literal pandemic happening right now. And there's nothing I can do about it. What are you so... Why are they so sick? What are these people doing to make them so sick? Oh. They don't have enough money to do that. Now I know why they're all sick. I've just realised. You're connected with power. I mean, that's what it says, but apparently you're not. Yeah, okay, so it was pumping up polluted water. Now people aren't sick. Yay! Okay. That was my dumb mistake. That was a really, really dumb mistake. They were pumping in polluted water. And we have hit power limitations, fortunately. I could put that there. Get rid of that. Rid of those. Do that, because that connects all the way around anyway. Fine, okay. Money's going back up again, and we've got money. We've got some money to play with. Let's go all over here. Fuck it. By the beach. Actually, I feel like that's a pretty terrible place for a school. There, on the main road. And that covers the entire residential district. It does mean, yeah, you've got to go all the way down, around, and if you live here and you want to drive to the school for whatever reason, drive down here, round the roundabout, go in, there, and then you then have to go back around to get home. But it's fine. They'll deal with it. I mean, to be fair, if you live there, you'd walk to the school. There's no way you would drive. This Institute of Creative Arts High School. Anything else? Green spaces. That's something that people are going to want, aren't they? Parks. One there. It reduces the amount of people I've got in the park. I've got in town, but it will make the people happier. Man, people have got my request. I've got like a massive demand for residential now. What can I buy? Cool. Ah, wonderful. Gone up again. Oil industry. There's no oil here anymore. I can put trees on the road. Yes. Which I would like to do because it helps with noise pollution and it'll stop people from parking on the fucking roundabout. Oh no, that's not all. I don't want that to be a one-way. There. That looks nice. All those nice trees. I'm just kind of coming up. Just want to get over to this bit of land here. Okay. There we go. Actually, would it have been better to build that in the middle of the island? Probably. Right, let's try this again. Right, and obviously it can go off. Oh, hang on. That was the wrong kind of road. There. Because then we can continue going off in this direction, can't we, for residential stuff. This roundabout is going to get so incredibly busy when traffic is coming from over here to get to the industrial stuff. I might have to have some more industry like over here and commercial. Right. Let's get rid of that ugly ass boat. In fact, wasn't there another weird jetty over here somewhere that I wanted to get rid of? No, it's not. Whatever it was. It's not there anymore. Yep. That again. Right round here. I'm just gonna basically make it do a lap. Of the island. And then we'll just connect it up to there. Fuck it. And we'll have a couple more little roads off of here. But I'll make them one ways. I'm gonna do that. How do you get... Also, I'm going to need a couple of one way in and one way out. Otherwise, they're just not ever going to... God, that is... It's still so incredibly loud. All the music is still so incredibly loud. I can turn the game down a little bit. So, this down. Notch. Right. Well, that wants to be a one-way out. Oh, I don't have any money. I'll have to wait. This is getting pretty, like a pretty cool looking roundabout, isn't it? I'll play with the junctions while I wait for more money. Oh, there any other? Was there a roundabout? Any? Yeah. Oh, these ones. Well, traffic lights again. For some reason. That's fine. Okay, we'll see how that goes. A little bit more money now. Yeah, I think it should be kind of fairly navigable, really. Shouldn't be too much of a problem to navigate around here. Problem is, I'm not getting much more income, and because at the moment I don't really have enough money to supply me with that income. This doesn't have much long left on it. Still got a little while, but not super long, which is good. Could do something here. Maybe like a nice park or something can go there. I don't know. I'll have to think about that. I could do something. I could do some more with these islands. Maybe I could put something big, like a shopping mall or something, whatever. Yeah, I've got no money at the moment. Gonna have to wait. Fortunately, it's going up. I think what I should do is I should try and get... But that's so expensive, isn't it? I can't take any more loans. And I really can't... Can I cut costs anywhere? Garbage processing status. Right. Electricity availability is already looking... Look worse. Budget. Wait. Already cut the budget for a bunch of things. I don't want to really cut them too much more. And I've already cut the road budget. Is halved anyway, which would be... But I definitely cannot increase that right now. But what are you complaining about? What's people saying? Anything will do. Please PM the contact. Well, I'm current. You can move in if you're willing to not have water. Or power. But in the time that they're going to be moving in the time that the house is being built, there will be a bit of income increase, won't there? Pay me some money and then I can put water to your house. Pay me some money and then I can bring you water. Problem is it's so goddamn expensive to send it underground. Can't even buy a sodding water tower. Actually, I don't think I want. I don't want houses directly connected to the roundabout. Because I'm worried that would just cause traffic problems. Get out of here. Get out of here. It is, to be fair, it's a long way for the water to travel. It's not particularly close. Yeah, I know you're really sad about having water, but you're not paying me anything right now. You're not paying me enough money. Okay, this is... I'll... Very shortly... In fact, I will pay that off, because that will massively increase my income. By like 400 and whatever. Which will mean I can pay it off. I can... Yeah, I'll be able to build pipes sooner. It's a more beneficial thing for me to do. Is pay that off, so I can get the pipes in sooner. And then I can get more money out of it sooner. Well, they've got water now. You still need power. Just run a GoFundMe for this stuff. And at least with power, I don't have to make like 50 pipes. I only have to get the power there, and then it's just problem solved. Once the power is there, and it's not a problem. I could take out another loan, but I really don't want to. I could take out another loan to just do this, but I don't really want to. I want to get... At least some of these houses will have water and power. Any other abandoned buildings? Yeah, they kind of reduce the value of the area. My god. Well, the thing is, you moved in before there was power and water, and I just needed... I shouldn't have put down the... I should have just been a little more patient and just waited. Why are you all sick now? Okay, I'm going to need to move that again. I'm going to put that not anywhere near the sodding sewage plant. Space already occupied. Pull off. Nowhere near the sewage plant because it's just causing problems. Like I've already had like a massive pandemic. I really don't want another one. Oh, I need to not do that. Keep hitting escape to clear out to clear the pipes. Problem is though, this island is a little bit far away from the health center, so I'm gonna have to build another one. Hooray! Oh, a money injection, fantastic. That's really what I needed. An injection of cash. Again, right click, not press escape. Let's run a pipe along. Okay, done. Water is done. Wonderful. This entire section is now water supplied. Good. So, apart from the few abandoned buildings that are here, actually having things on islands will help it make it really easy to manage health, and because it will just be I just need to basically fill up the island really. Okay, let's put that on the roundabout. Again, let's put that on the roundabout. Actually, this roundabout right in the middle of this island just allows me to cover the entire island so easily. Like there, like the entire island has got healthcare, fire, and police stations just because of road planning, I guess, and the fact that it's kind of nicely divided up into islands definitely helps with that. I'm running out of power. Fuck. I almost have enough. I tell you what might be a little bit better right now. I can't quite afford another thing, but I can afford to just up the budget a little bit. Power, which will increase the efficiency. Is it more efficient? Is it more cash efficient to increase that or buy a new wind turbine? That's something I want to know. Oh, how much is it? If I were to buy a new wind turbine, it'd be 80 a week. I think up to a point. Because if you were to increase the percentage enough, it would end up being more than the cost of a new wind turbine, wouldn't it? Well, in your monthly budget, and I think actually that's what I've done. I've increased it to the point where it's more a month to maintain. It's more a month to maintain than it is for me just to build a new wind turbine. God, they want some more industrial as well, and some more commercial. In fact, I've got like a piddly amount of commercial area. I can probably build toll booths now. I can. I'm going to be doing that any minute. Build toll booths. Let's build a standard one. That'll keep me going for a little bit longer. I need something more effective, I think, than wind turbines. I need something bigger. Higher output. Get this. Not enough money. Oh, I've got no money. I'm gonna turn each island into a unique district. Because I think that would be fun. Prospect Heights. I don't think that's quite the right name for it, but it's certainly interesting. Right, what's this one going to be called? This district. I think these two islands should be a single district. Cypress Heights. That's a too nice a name for these pretty run down. Not run down, like heavy industrial areas. It's too nice a name for that. King District. I like that. Policies. Yeah, recycling. Go with that. Slightly reduced tax income. That's fine. Moderately reduced electricity consumption. How much is that going to affect? My god, okay, that. It's utterly tanking my income. I think that's utterly tanking my income, actually. A little bit. Oh, it's not too bad. Education boost. Priority recycling plastic. Ah. To increase milk capacity by 10%. Okay, that's easy enough. I could do that. Increasing efficiency of the recycling station. Yes, please. Schools out. No, don't want that. Free public transport. Always good. I don't have any at the moment, so I'm not really that fast. Taxation. Tax raise for high density. City planning. High heavy traffic ban. Encourage biking. That would be good. Fast recovery. Oh wow, that's pretty brutal, isn't it? That's expensive. Boost connections. Wow, that's 10,000 per week. Holy crap. 4.0. All these industrial workplaces are for well and highly educated citizens. Increase production output by 50%, reduce the workplace by 30% per zoned industry. I need a school over here, actually, in the King District. Actually, by the looks, I'm going to need a couple because of the way the radius of this is not quite good. I was going to put another road in here because it's just a big ass space. Go. Oh no, that's not what I wanted to do. Let's get rid of that. Fill that in. Sink there. Wonderful. Nice. Nice. That's good. Put a school in. Okay, there. That'll do. Right. We need more commercial and more industrial. We can do more industry. Industry seems to be the highest demand at the moment. That'll help other stuff go up as well. Oh, why is this bridge so expensive? Where I put it. Bridge. No money again. I could put down some more commercial quite easily. I really want this bit of land here. Hang on, are they? How's this option? Ah, there's traffic lights. I don't want traffic lights there. It's because I added a road or something. I don't know. Right. Let's change out some of this stuff for higher density commercial. See how that helps. I don't know. Commercial demand has gone down, which is always good. This island is really way too tiny, and I maybe put like a strip of industry here, like a tiny strip. That'll do. Go, need some water over here as well. See, I need to get it across there anyway if I want to get over to this big island. There's just like this stain of shit in the water, isn't there? Well, obviously I've tried to use the more eco-friendly sewage outlet, but it doesn't have enough of an effect. Yeah, power is a little bit on the short side at the moment. 19 grand if I want to build a coal power plant, which I kind of do. I've got quite a lot of income now though. I've got 2 grand income, and actually I think that was definitely helped by these commercial buildings. Go. Water? Fine. Oh, there was the other jetty that I was looking for. Get rid of that. On a quick 5-minute break when it gets to 11. Refill my drink and that sort of thing. Build another road. Good. Quite the bridge I wanted. It's not long enough for it to be a suspension. Oh, there we go. Wonderful. There we go. Nice little suspension bridge. Kind of match up. That's a funky looking factory. Include this. Oh. Include this little island in Cypress Heights. Oh yeah, I forgot you got all this. %, less tax income. That's gonna really tank my income, isn't it? I don't know. Oh my god, that's just... that's killed my population. Should have done that in a smaller area. God. That was... And obviously the power's all spread out as well because of the way the power works in this game. And now that's depowered the entirety of the rest of that side of the city as well. Oh my god, that was so dumb. Oh, not have done that. Definitely should not have done that. Right, well obviously this side of the city needs power. So I'm gonna just route the power around. Problem is there's no residential demand at the moment. To make up for that, I shouldn't have done that. Well, at least my income has recovered. Slightly. Not massively, but it's to a degree anyway. Could do some offices. Oh no, it requires universities to provide suitable workers for those kind of... Not enough money. Of course I don't have enough money. Fine. Well, I can fill this in with industry anyway for now. That's fine. Like, as much as I would like to fill this entire area with industry straight away, I do need to also give it, like, water and stuff. And I won't be able to do that if I can't afford to put down the pipes. It's not going to be any help. So, right. At least the industry demand is getting better. What are you complaining about? Fire! Fine, the fire station does at least cover this area. Not very well, but it does. It does regrow after a while. And the residential is coming back. I guess that solves my power issue for a few minutes. Having fewer residents. Because you basically just kick them all out. This should be more than enough industrial to keep them happy for a while. Still lacking on power. The thing is, if I took out a loan, it wouldn't even cover. It would barely cover the cost, and it would tank my income. I change. Well, actually, whilst a lot of this isn't built, I'm going to change it into high density residential. Whilst it's kind of empty. And there aren't people living in it. Living around here so much. I'll change this entire side of the main road into high density. I'm kind of... There are buildings being built here again, and I'm kind of destroying them again. But at least now we can get some high density going. Which would be good. Because high density will just have a bigger effect on the population. These buildings do look a bit grim, don't they? I know that they're made out of wood. They've got like a wooden side paneling. This is quite nice. I like that building. But these ones look just a bit grey. Well, that one looks just a bit grey, doesn't it? Maybe I could do with a park. My god, my income has tanked. Again. It's fine, it does that. One island should be a casino island. That's not a bad idea. Probably neat. I like that idea. I'll have to have like a party island somewhere. Oh my god, this entire place is on fire. I'll definitely get around to doing that at some point. Make a casino island. Right. Why is my income tanked? Density of residential building. Love the music in this game. It's pretty good. There we go. My income's going back up again now. That's good. It's back in the green. Oh my... What the hell's happened here? Why are so many of them abandoned? What the hell happened? What can you do against your debts? I mean, I can take out a loan, but at the moment my money's going up. So I'm not too fussed. Why are all these buildings abandoned? Oh well, that must be why my income tanked. Oh well, it's fine. I'll recover. It won't be a problem. City's still growing. At the moment I'm on negative money, but that's fine. Paying that back to whoever... I just think I just destroyed a house, but never mind. Slowly paying that back. What are you complaining about? Maybe they wanted to move to the higher density residential area. Maybe, I don't know. What are you complaining about? Not enough buyers for products. Well, that's a you problem. Okay. Right. My population has taken a pretty big hit, hasn't it? I'm still getting up to, I'm still getting there. Still getting up to the small city. High-tech housing. Ooh. Slightly increased land value. 4 cents, whatever it is, per residential building. That can be quite expensive. Industrial space planning. Ah, that was something I can do as well. But it's also quite expensive as well. I say expensive, like, it doesn't look very expensive, 4 cents per high density commercial building. But if you've got about 20 of them, that adds up pretty quickly. A yoga garden. No, I'm not playing with any mods. I haven't played this game in a very long time, so all the mods that I've got installed kind of out of date, and I kind of thought I can't be bothered to try and update them. But the fire seems to have sorted itself out, and also completely wiped out the natural ecosystem of this island. But that's not a problem. It'll grow back. It'll be fine. You don't have any power. Well then, why did you build your house as far away from everything else as possible? That's not a me problem. That was your fault. You have to deal with that. Like, and if there's a little bit of connection here, but it doesn't seem to count. Oh no, because I've got no power. That's why. I really could do. Maybe I should take a loan. Take a loan, because then I can get one of these. Get a one of these, and that will solve my power problems for a while. Oh wow, my commercial has really shot up. Okay, I need some more commercial stuff. Let's put commercial elsewhere. I'll tell you what, this would be quite a nice place for some commercial stuff. Put some high density commercial down. There's already power here, And there's mostly already water here, so that's fine. Covers that. And then, boom, all my commercial is solved. Did I sort out the junctions at this roundabout? I don't remember. I did. Good. Are all these junctions fine still? Yep. Yep, good. That one, this one is fine. Oh, I just got a small city. Yes! I don't really know what benefit there is apart from a nice big fat cash injection, which I can, means I can pay off that loan. And that one. Pay off both the loans. That means I get more income. Which is always nice. That means I don't owe anyone any money. Which is solid. This high density residential is doing quite well. Maybe we could do with a park around here. Especially considering the entertainment is low around here. Actually, I can also now that these buildings have come back, I can get rid of the. They are ugly. Is it necessary to build that big of roads? Not really. I probably could have gone with slightly. Well, this music just keeps turning itself up every 5 minutes. I probably could have gone with slightly smaller roads, but at least this way I won't have to deal with massive traffic problems. There's a bit of a traffic jam there, but that's because they're being stupid and aren't driving on the other lanes. It just helps with traffic. It'll just help with traffic later on. And just generally it's just better to have better traffic flow as best you can, really. It's easier to go to build it big to begin with than try and expand a road later on if you need to. Because trying to expand a road is just a bit of a pain in the arse. You have to delete the roads, then reconnect them. If you just go with the big fat road to start with, it's just problem solved, really. Right. Let's delete that wasn't a abandoned building, that's fine. Delete these abandoned buildings. I do need a fire department over there because I don't really want them to burn down the whole island again. Although that was pretty funny. That would also probably account for the big drop in income that I had. I've got no demand for anything right now. Who is giving the names to the streets? It must just be being named by random people so that they're automatically generated. I haven't named them, but obviously some guy called Terry decided he wanted a street named after him and decided to name this big old curve after himself. I don't blame him. In fact, it's the whole outer ring of this island is called... And he's got another one. He's got another Terry Street here as well. That would be really confusing. Trying to deliver post to like one Terry Street. Where is that? Like, do you then turn left or do you continue going around? God, it must be a bit of a nightmare. Education. A large proportion of the population is uneducated. Still. I need a high school. But I need more money. So I'm going to wait for my money to build up a little bit first. And then we will do that sort of thing. I hate it when demand is like, we want more commercial stores. And then it's like, well, there's no one to work in those stores. So you just end up with not enough workers. I think it's because I think it needs to be low density commercial, not high density. Yeah, that would be nice. A nice little monument. See what I can do. Hang on, let's have a look. Buildings that we can use. I've Problem is I've got no money at the moment. I could put a stadium in the middle, maybe. Oh, big old meteorites. If it would let me, but it won't let me. Because the... Oh, can I do that? No. No, I don't want to bring down a natural disaster. No, thank you. Put a giant ass rock in the middle. Oh, look at that. That looks pretty cool. Like a giant rocky spire. A big old plateau. I don't really have a statue I can stick in the middle of there. I like all these little things. What's this? Park maintenance building. Problem is that statue's tiny. You really need like a really big kind of tower statue, really, is what you need in the middle. A column, or just don't have any of that. Maybe if I found a mod, I could find something like that. My money has really gone up now. I've really shot up. That's good. Actually, that's really good. The changing it down to low density was a good idea. Just don't have... What's going on over here? Oh, these houses are quite nice. Self-sufficient. It does help with power and water, doesn't it, I think? Buildings are quite nice. Got some nice high-rises going on now. I do need some public transport. That can come later. Also, to do with the high school, don't have any of those. Everybody has got, so far, has got an elementary school level of education. So, it's okay, but it could be better. Another school, like a community school, put that there. 12,000. That's all my money, but that's fine. As long as this island isn't on fire, we're good. We are good. Ooh, got not enough buyers for products. Well, you need to work harder, mate, and find someone who will buy your products. Quite like driving in and just seeing this big ass pillar. I feel like it's the kind of thing you could put like a restaurant on top of and have like a lift or some very perilous stairs. I'd probably put a bit more commercial around here if I really felt like it. Don't want to cut off the power like that. Sure. Do. Right. This area is still a little bit lacking in houses, given how much there is available, but hopefully it'll get growing. Oh yeah, here we go. Some more houses growing. The demand is going up again, which is good. I've gotten to a stable point now. Everything's not on fire. Things aren't blowing up in my face like they were 5 minutes ago. Well, not as much. They could be worse. Certainly be better, but they're not. They could be worse. Bad. Oh, that needs water. There's like these two little shops at the end of the island. Just need water. Where can I build like a... I've got this island over here, which is quite nice. I could build something over there, although I haven't really made the road infrastructure for that. I suppose I could continue on down this way, then go round to that island, and maybe... Oh, I'm a big city now! I get a water treatment plant, fantastic, and a floating garbage collector, and a cryopreservatory. What does that do? Controversial building stores the clinically deceased until the technology becomes available to revive them. Cryonics allow living matter to be preserved for extended periods of time. Bodies are lowered into underground nitrogen tanks after which their temperature is lowered to minus 196 degrees centigrade. Wow, that's a thing. I can see why that would be considered controversial. Honestly, I can definitely see why that would be considered controversial, but use the asset editor to make your very own asset. Nothing very exciting there. Right, what have we got? I need some more parks. Really, this area is, I feel like, is a little bit lacking in parks. Can I build like a beach? What's this? A fishing island. Ah, that sounds cool. Okay, let's put one of these down. Oh, right there. Man, I would not want to get on a boat from that. That's you'd kind of have to abseil down these pillars, wouldn't you? I love how it's done with the water. It's kind of, they never quite get it right. Oh man. What's this? That's a tropical garden. The Japanese garden. Oh, that's quite small. That'll fit in quite nicely. Boom. Destroy that guy's house, but we've got a nice garden there instead. So gonna have to live with it. This area really needs some parks. Let's stick a nice big fat one there. And then maybe a smaller one over here. Oh, piss off, Siri. Right, what's this? A dog park. Yes. Not on the roundabout, like there. Let's get a tropical garden. I swear the music gets louder every time I turn it down. It's like, just doesn't get any quieter. Yeah, the parks help just generally with happiness, and it increases the value of the houses. I'm pretty certain that's how it works. Don't quote me on it. I mean, that's how it works. It's kind of how it worked in SimCity, and I'm kind of assuming it works very similarly. I actually don't know. It's just it will just increase the land value, and it's just help. In general, I don't know. We'll see. It might bring in some richer people. That's a big ass park. It might just make people happier. But then happy people are more likely to re-elect you. So, I mean, that's not a thing in this game. But even still, the principle is there. Man, we should give these people working hard in each day in these shops. Just go and have some fun in a bouncy castle. Here we go. You know, on your lunch break, you wander down to the park, have a nice little bounce on the bouncy castle, which is bouncing, which I appreciate that. It is wiggling like a bouncy castle should. I feel like that's a massive plot of land for a single bouncy castle. Like, you could easily fit like 4 of them in here and increase the number of people you can serve in the bouncy castle, but you know, some guy paid for that. Chump paid for that kind of massive plot of land for a tiny bouncy castle, and I say that some chump, me. But anyway, let's put this out because this is annoying. Not disconnect the power, because that would be bad. Somehow that's getting power. Any other power poles that I don't have to connect? Nope. Abandoned buildings over there. What's next? My money has really gone up now. I'm doing pretty well money-wise. Ooh. Yeah, let's put that there. Oh, that looks great. I like that. Can I put a toll booth down there? Unfortunately, I don't have enough money for the big one. And actually, they're really big. They're huge. Why are they so big? I'll tell you what I can afford now. I can afford to do that. I think that island over there, this island, should be Party Island. Should be casinos, brothels. I don't know. I assume you can't get a brothel, but it's kind of place. It's the kind of place that it would go. The kind of the spiritual home of that sort of thing will be the Party Island. Districts. Let's create a new district. Like for these 2 little islands, we've got a whole new district, and this this whole island is going to be another district itself, dedicated to the entirely to industry and offices and that sort of thing. Problem is, yeah, I need more highly educated workers if I want to get offices. At the moment, they're not really educated. They're a little bit thick, but you know, they're hard workers. I like to think they're hard workers. I assume they're not just pissing around all day. Ah, yes, a nice yacht harbour on the on here. How do can I build a nice yacht harbour? I think you can, can't you? For public transport, boats. I've got a ferry pier, ferry pathway, a ferry line, ferry depot, a harbour. Well, you can have a harbour. Fuck it. What's this? Multi-platform end station, monorail bus hub, metro monorail train hub. My god, these are some fancy ass things, aren't they? A post office. We should get a post office. Let's stick another road down. Boom. And then wherever the post office is. Why is that in public transport? Okay, post office is going there. Or commercial. There. Wonderful. Right. What's this? What's this little thing? Winter market. That sounds like fun. Hang on, one thing I haven't checked for a while. I haven't checked rubbish status sort of thing. Seems to be fine. Landfill's not even half full. Normally it would be full by now, but actually consider I put down the recycling plant right at the start of the game, and I really think that has helped. And also with the self-sufficient. Why are you only using the left lane? Like, there's 3 lanes. You can use them. Well, you've got the space. You could be using it. It's your problem, not mine. I will let them sort themselves out with that. Right. A fire watch tower. I feel like that might not be a bad idea on this island. Given there's a lot of trees. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. If it all starts to burn, we'll just laugh at the people who don't have a house anymore. King District is looking good. What do we need? We need more commercial. Which is what this is going on over here. See what I could do. Trees. Yeah, wonderful. Why is it on slow speed again? Slow speed is boring. Slow speed means you don't get the money as fast. How can I do this in a nice way? Put this along here. Up there. Take that across. There we go. That'll nicely increase the amount of commercial that I've got available to me. Not on the roundabout though. Let's put down some water, because people will put down buildings where there is no water, and then they'll bitch about it. And it's like, well, why did you do that? You just put it where there was water. Or if you'd waited for me to put down water, then you wouldn't be here without water, would you? Right. How are we doing? Actually, we need more water availability. We don't have enough. We can get a water treatment plant. Yes, let's get one of those. Let's stick it there. Okay. There's an abandoned building there. We'll destroy it at the same time. Wonderful. So that will increase both water and sewage? Or just sewage? Just sewage. Fine. Suppose I personally wouldn't want to drink sewage clean water. Higher education, that they use all road lines. Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe we need to get. I mean, they've got a high school. I feel like that would be good enough. But yeah, maybe they need to be smarter. Right. Got some more water going. Good. Good, good, good. I feel like we can... Wow, the residential has really exploded now. I kind of want to turn this into high density. If I do it bit by bit, I do like this section. Cover this in high density, and then I want this island to be high density residential. Be nice, have tall buildings, and it would kind of live up to the name of Prospect Heights. I feel like. How's it doing over here? Yeah, it's covered by everything really. Got a high school. It's got a elementary school as well. High school availability is pretty low actually. I suppose there's no high school over here. We're going to need one of those, aren't we? Right, so there's some high density residential buildings. Nice. All lovely and going. Let's turn these into high density as well. You know what? Fuck it. Let's do these ones right in here. Brush and fill this in with high density. Lovely. Oh, they're looking good. This island is looking nice. I like the eco buildings because actually once they get quite nice, they have like grass on the roof and they look really nice. Leaves on the sides. A historical building. Can make buildings historical, I guess. But some of them do look a little bit miserable. Like this one down here looks a little bit miserable. But then it's only got a very limited amount of space between the road and the edge of the park. Definitely could do with some buses. I feel like that would be something good. 4-lane road with bus. It'd be nice if it was a 6-lane road with bus lanes. I can make a 6-lane road with bus lanes. Ooh, I can make a solar power plant and I can have a 3rd lane. Grand City. Lovely. I could add bus lanes. Which would actually be... that'd be quite nice, I think. You can't do one-way roads with bus lanes, which seems a bit silly. I could put the bus depot... Oh my god, there's a fire. Oh, it's fine. The fire station can reach them. Yeah. Although they're not going. Oh, they are. They're just being a bit slow about it. Fine. So, bus station. Biofuel bus depot. Even more eco-friendly. Bus depot. Yeah, bus depot in there. Okay. Oh, I need to create bus lines. Yes. Let's just create one that goes around here, I guess. So goes maybe just from the school out. Yeah, this, I have to admit, this road network really doesn't lend itself to buses. Because it's like... it's not really helping. It's not really helping anything. If I add a stop here, bring you around. A lot of the big buildings are around the roundabout. I thought about that. Maybe I will. I'll put some big buildings around the roundabout. But it was just, I was a bit worried about traffic. But as the people are obviously pretty thick anyway when it comes to traffic, I don't think it'll make things any worse. Right, we've got a bus line. Hooray! Kind of goes around. Yeah, fuck it. Let's put some high density residential all around here. The whole area is high density residential. Not there, because that seems a bit silly. Some buildings in the middle as well. Nice. Actually, we've got a lot of demand for all sorts now. I'm going to turn all this into high density residential. A little bit low density hiding in there for some reason. And there's also some over here as well, which isn't really helping. You can probably convert this, in fact the rest of the island, into high density residential. Let's do it. Let's just do it. Fuck it. Just take the risk, take the money flow if we need to. We've got loads of backup money anyway. We've got fucking loads of money. 73 grand. Holy shit. Got loads. Not a problem. Nice. Yeah, that would probably be a good idea, actually, connecting bus routes to the commercial and industry. I'll do that now. Bring a bus. One on the island, one on each island. They can fucking walk. The bus isn't doing all the hard work for them, and then just bring it back around. And again, stop. Why does it turn around over there? Oh well. Not my problem. We've got one that goes to the industrial stuff. Get one that goes to line here. Get one that goes to the commercial area. We'll have a couple of stops because people are a bit lazy. And then we'll just bring it back. Complete line there. Good. And then maybe we'll have a couple. We should have a bus line goes way around the edge of the island. That'd be quite nice. Because if for whatever reason they want to wander off to someone else's house, they can just get the bus. Like, oh, around here. Oh, these people are having problems with rubbish. Aren't they? To be fair, I only have the one landfill, and that's it. Yeah, I should get an incineration plant. That'd be a good idea. And a second landfill. Or a recycling centre. We'll go with recycling centre. Recycling centre helps. Oh, I should get that up to green. Recycling. Processing status. Garbage processing status. Yellow's fine. Let's put down some more buses. New bus line comes to here. And then it goes back. There we go. Wonderful. I feel like there should be a stop here on this line. Just so that you can kind of get from this line to that line and go off to the industry from wherever it is you are. Nice. Good. So that should help. I say it should help with traffic. It's not helping in the slightest because for some reason, despite the fact that there's 3 lanes, all queuing up behind this fucking bus. just move on. Go around the bus. You. For fuck's sake. I'll change this. Even still, that doesn't help. They're just ignoring it. But maybe they'll get them out of the bus lane. Get out of the bus lane! God, these people are so terrible at driving. So at least the buses should be able to get around. If people don't drive in the sodding bus lane, which they all seem to be doing, I'm sure it'll sort itself out. People will learn to not drive in the bus lane, and it won't be so much of a problem. As much as I like the trees, I feel like a bus lane is a better investment. A roundabout's a roundabout. They can sort themselves out. Fucking hell, there's a lot of people there. Well, that's good. That means they're getting good use out of the buses. I'm going to make all this road 6 lane with bus lane. Because then the buses won't get so stuck in traffic. Why are you just stopped? You haven't even pulled into the bus lane. The bus stop. A lot of buses for... Yeah, well... It's better to have too many buses than not enough buses. At least now they can... You know... They have all the options in the world to get on a bus. They don't have to drive. And there's a lot of... You know, there's a lot of bus lanes. They've got a lot of places to go by bus. If they want to go by bus. Right, we can have some more commercial over here, actually. There's some demand for that. The problem I have with buses, though, is that it would be nice if it kind of automatically generated the routes. Because as you expand the city, you then have to add more bus lanes, and it's kind of like, I can't be bothered with that. It's too much effort. So you have to kind of remember to do that as well, otherwise you just end up with buses in certain areas. Hot air balloon tours, that sounds like fun. Isn't there a fucking blimp route you can do? I want those. I want some blimp stops because I like those. They're cool and they're fun. They're a really cool way of getting around a city. I'm like, yeah. I haven't disconnected the power, have I? Actually, there's some power things here that are a bit unnecessary. Blimps are a really cool... I haven't got enough money. I've got a single blimp stop. You can go from here back to here. Wonderful. You can ride the blimp in a little loop. It's fine. We'll make some more blimp stops when the time comes. Why is it back on slow again? How do I make this party island that I want to make? I want to make a party island. Yeah, fan zone park, a music club, a broadcast. I feel like a music club would be the sort of thing you have on a party island as well. What's that? Transport tower. Climate research station. Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah. Trains, monorails, and I'm running out of power. Fuck, I'm really running out of power. Let's just... A good way of connecting the islands together would be with these things. Well, that doesn't seem to have made any difference. Take out a loan. Just to get another power plant. Maybe I should have gone with a bigger loan, but it's fine. Let's get another coal power plant and problem solved. Boom! Power. Right. What do I want to do? I kind of want to get this. I don't have enough money to do anything at the moment. God, money's always an issue. But there comes up. I always find that there comes a point where money just becomes a non-issue. It's like, just get to a point where you can't. You make it faster than you can spend it, and it's like I haven't quite reached that point yet. Or you could cable car across to the island. That'd be kind of fun, wouldn't it? You cable car across the party island. I think boat is going to be the one of the ways. Oh, damn, this... Like, why are they all in the same lane? Get in the other lanes. Oh, I suppose the problem is because this is only a 2-lane... Why are they stopping? What's with the... Oh, I suppose they are. That's fine. They're sensibly stopping. Fuck it. Hopefully that will improve traffic flow. At least there are a few cars going in the side lane there. Ooh. Change that up. Although that's not going to help the traffic. It's a nice looking bridge. Oh yeah, I didn't put a bus lane on... Now people will have to use that. Are people seriously parked on that road? Why are you parking on that road? Hey, what? Let's make this a 6-lane road. Just for convenience sake. Right. Now people have no excuse. At least they're not in the left-handmost lane. They're... Oh my god. Go in the other lane! It's seriously help traffic. Why are they... You shouldn't be pulling into the bus lane. Why are they pulling into the bus lane? You've got other lanes that you can use. Ah, these drivers are driving me crazy because they're just so bad. It'd be nice if you had a one-way bus lane, because then I could put that at least here. And it would stop people from taking up the bus lane. Maybe I need to get more parking spaces. Yeah, maybe. The guys parking on the street. You can make parking garages. I don't know how. I can't remember how. There's like a... I think there is a thing. Oh, a taxi depot. Taxis might be helpful. What's this? Sightseeing bus depot, hot air balloon tours. Balloon tours. What's all the colour? What's with the colour? What does that mean? No idea. Post sorting facility. I can make one of those now. Not I care that much. Oh, I need a blimp depot if I want blimp stations. Blimp depot can go over here. Fuck it. Go far away. That needs water. Why do you need water? Oh, it's not quite connected. Fine. Man, I need to get on with building some more things because this demand is going up. So I'm going to build some more industrial because that's what they want. They can have it. There's a power station in my way. Right. Down. Once again, it's in my way. Just need to... Can I put that? Happen to... No, it doesn't fit. Man, I wish real life was as easy to move buildings as it is in this. It'd just be so easy if you could just pick up a building and just move it. Like, oh, we want that over there now, not there. Oh, the blimp depot's in the way. You know what? That fits nicely there. Actually, that fits perfectly there. Go. So this area is going to be more boring road layouts, kind of grids, and it's the industrial area, isn't it? It's super boring. I might make this side of the, let's say, this side of the main road offices rather than like hard industry. I go away. Oh, whatever. Actually, yes, good. Wonderful. Right, everything's connected up apart from there. Let's connect that up. Needs to be a loop, but I like loops. Loops make sense. Yeah, I want to make this bit offices. I won't put down too many offices because I think that's just going to cause chaos. But if I put down a couple here, maybe, then we'll see how well my city can support offices. Because if it can't, then can't support offices, then there's no point in really building too many of them. I kind of want to replace these with high density commercial. Now that I've got a greater population, more high density housing, quite a lot of high density housing actually, over here. We'll see how that goes. I like this being suburbs. I want this to stay low density, I think. There's a fire. It's fine, we've got a fire station there. Yes, we have. I pressed the wrong button. Commercial, good. I think we should expand out to another island. Can I buy some more land? Let's buy this island. And buy a large portion of the island. Don't have the whole island, but we have some of it. What's that? Ships. If we want a harbour, then harbour is it'd have to be a ferry, wouldn't it? I don't want to. Ferry just doesn't sound very good. Like a ferry to the party island doesn't sound very good, does it? It's not like it's like, oh, you get a yacht or like a cruise over or like a high-speed train. No, it's just a ferry. Like, it sounds really... I don't know if... Well, I'm not going to go with ferry, I think. I think to get to the party island, you're going to get on a train. Or maybe like a monorail. I feel like cable car is not really... The Moon Island on top. That is quite nice. It's a really lovely beach, actually. But I don't know if I can buy it. I need to download the mod that allows you to buy 25 land locations, I think. Maybe I'll buy that one next, and then we can do something fancy with it. Because you can specialise for tourism, can't you? Entertainment, leisure. So, oh yeah, this is going to need to be a district on its own. It's going to be specialised for leisure. Tourism or leisure? Let's go with leisure, because leisure's more likely to have things like... Can I do both? No, I can do one or the other. It's more likely to have things like casinos or whatever, I guess. Stuff like that. How would you get to the Moon Island? Because I wouldn't want... If you were on holiday, I wouldn't want you to drive through here, because this is like the shit islands, isn't it, compared to everything else where it's just industry and miserable stuff. There's nothing fun and lovely over here. It's just misery. I'm going to double check this junction. What kind of junction is this? I don't want this to be traffic lights because there's more traffic coming in elsewhere. Coming through here than there is anywhere else. And it would just slow down traffic. And they can always go... People here, if they want to get to the roundabout, they can always go round. Okay, well, for these people, it would be best option would be drive across there. But you could, if you wanted to, go round to the roundabout and then come round and then drive up there. It would probably be a little bit unnecessary, but it'd be fun. Right, so how do I want to then go round, I think. We've got this really big island. It will need to be. I'll need to have a roundabout, I think. Let's put a roundabout in the middle of the island. Bus lane. Make the bridge bus lane as well, because I haven't done that. Nope, that's the wrong kind of road. There. That's there. That's there. And then finally, that's there. Wonderful. And then that means we can bring out a nice fat road down here. To go across over to there, and then maybe we can go. I don't know. Well, I suppose we can make a nice big loop, can't we? We can bring that round to here. I don't know how many more sections we can buy. Apparently, like 4. Eventually, you can unlock all of them, though. I think you can. You can get a mod to unlock all of them. I don't understand why they didn't do that originally. Why are you limited in the number of areas you can buy? Why not just make it all available? Let's start working on the nice fat road network that we're going to build. Right, let's get a roundabout in here. Wonderful. A roundabout there, and then we can bring this over. Road, yes. There. I'd like to put a roundabout on the island so we can go from there to I don't know if there's enough space. Maybe it'll have to be like a smaller one. Or, in fact, the entire island could be a roundabout. The roundabout doesn't necessarily have to be round. I will admit that's one funky looking road going on there. Let's get this. Right, let's start that again. And then not connect it up to the bridge straight away. Let's start off. It doesn't necessarily have to be circular, but it doesn't need to be a horrible blobby shape either. Is that alright? It still looks a bit crap. It looks a bit better. Could be better. It could certainly still be better, but it's fine. And then you bring this over to the moon island. I really need to... Problem is I don't have enough space. I could... if I wanted to. I think it makes more sense to not completely fill up the put the road through the middle of the island, because then you can use the space on the island to build commercial on it, I guess. So if I clear this up a little bit, so let's move this out the way again. Get over there. Fuck it, doesn't need to be right there. What do I do with this? It's just gonna be a loop, isn't it? Maybe a roundabout would be good there. Lovely. Now you can get around the city. You can get all the way around. You can get a nice little, you know, a nice little journey from one side of the city to the other. I'm going to go this way and across there. These bridges are quite low, actually. I don't think boats would be able to get past them. Not easily, anyway. So, Middle Square. That's a terrible name. I'm going to call it Party Island. Party Island. Lovely. Lovely. Looks good. Man, I've really got through my money, haven't I, doing that? It seems the offices are doing fine. I thought the offices would cause an issue, but actually they're doing fine. So we're just going to stick a whole lot of offices. Not commercial. No offices. Down here. That will help with the industry demand. They have a problem and they'll sort themselves out. It's fine. Maybe we should have some more commercial. I might make this island commercial predominantly. Like, because it's quite a nice sized island, isn't it? Commercial stuff goings on. There's a fire. And the fire brigade aren't really reaching over there very well. So we're going to... that there. I only have 2 health clinics. And basically it's covered everything I need. The islands are a really good way of organising everything. I've already got something called Concord Heights, haven't I? Cypress Heights and Cedar Hills. Ah. Right. So let's go with the same kind of strategy I did with these ones, which was an outer loop. Kind of connects to the roundabout through one-way roads. Although it's certainly a bit of a disparity between the two sides of the island. You've got this one, like a nice, reasonably sized space, and then you've got this massive fuck off space. So where is the one-way roads? One-way road. Okay, so let's have an out and an in. Out. There. In. Out. And an in. That might have to be a slightly bigger road because that's gonna have more traffic on it than that one. I might even have an in going from there to there. You can't make 4-way, one-way roads. Oh, it'll be fine actually, as it's still a 2-lane road. Oh, thank you for that. It hasn't come up though for some reason. Oh, there we go. Bling! I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. Thank you for following me. Right, and then we still need some more roads along here. Yeah. We're a capital city! Hooray! We've got a new 2km by 2km area. An eco water treatment plant, a cargo harbour, and a harbour. Nice. I want this moon island. It's a nice looking island. I'll go with that. Let's get that. 12,000 big ones. Quite a lot. Also means I could do stuff with these 2 islands here. Abandoned building there. Oh well. Not my problem. How are we doing rubbish wise? Landfill usage 88%. Quite high. Gonna need some more of these. Those are expensive. Those are incredibly expensive. Look, we're getting another landfill, just in case, I think. Be a good idea. Right. Where is the road? Put some more roads in here. Right, that looks good. Covers up. It's covering a large area. Put another one. Let's just put another road through the middle of there. Kind of fill up that space. Yeah, I like that. That looks nice. Right. So we obviously need water. Do we have enough water? No water. First water treatment plant there is, the eco water plant, connected with pipes to the water system, purifies the sewage, making it very clean and ready to be let back into a body of water. Ah. How much is that? I can afford that. If I've got enough sewage treatment options, turn that off. Turn these off. There's no point in pumping sewage if I don't need to. I need to turn at least one of them on. It looked like that one wasn't on at the time. That wasn't affecting it. Yeah, we don't need those on. They're fine. So good, we're pretty clean in the water pollution front. This is going to be a little bit of a problem, I think. I feel. Isn't it? It's going to be a problem because of it's going to just dilute into the water. What have you got? Tax rates are too high. Are you you're a low density. I was going to say, if you're a high density, fine, I'll lower tax rates by 1%. I get it. You know, taxes, I mean, 1% tax decrease. Taxes are really helpful though, because they allow me to expand the city and improve infrastructure and help you as a... You're still struggling with work. You're not enough educated workers. Oh yeah, I could do with another high school. I still only have the one high school for 8,000 people. I mean, actually, that's not too bad, considering a high school... How many new students would you get a year? 8,000? I don't know. I can't do the maths in my head, and I don't know enough about populations to even bother. Bring this pipeline along here. Probably a little bit unnecessary, but anyway. Right, we're going to bring this. Oh, doorbell. Right, actually my mouse has come back. That's good. Yeah, I had a really nice Corsair scimitar, but the scroll wheel broke, so I sent it all back off to Corsair to get it. Not enough money to get a replacement because it was still within warranty. Hopefully I'll get a new mouse in a minute. It's currently 12:05. Okay, well I've got a little bit more time and then I need to go and have lunch. Waiting for money so I can build more pipes. Go. There we go. Wonderful. We need power over there, aren't we? That's going to be a bit of a pain. A bit of a pain. Could put down some. The problem is, they're complaining about not enough workers. Or not enough educated workers, as it is. I'm thinking if I put down more commercial buildings, it's just going to end up with more problems like that. So I think I need to Get more. I need to get more residential, I think, before I do anything else. That corner is annoying, isn't it? I'm gonna have to build around it. I've got no money. I'm gonna have to wait for my money. Oh, it's slow speed. That's why I've got no money. Maybe I could build more suburbs and make this bit higher residential, high density residential. At the moment, it's not high density at all. I like that rock. I want to put another rock elsewhere. Maybe there's like a different rock. Yeah. Kind of funky. Fun. Nice. Wonderful. Can't put one. I suppose I could put something here. If I find the right shape of rock. Yeah. There we go. It really dwarfs everything, doesn't it? That rock. I need more residential. That's big deal. Oh, doorbell. Again. I'm going to double check the doorbell. Back in a moment. Right, my mouse is back. I do have my mouse back in a parcel. I'll have to unwrap it when I have during lunch. Right. Oh, what am I doing? I'm building roads for residential. Same deal again. Loop around here. Yeah. Getting a bit windy going around this area of the island, but it's very, it'd be nice. A nice waterfront view. Right, let's put in some more. We need the one-way roads. We need some connecting roads. Always good. So like we need an out over here and an in over here. Okay. Pick those roads up. There as well. Maybe just one across there. That'll do. I don't know if I want to go straight across. That feels kind of boring. There. And do some interesting roads. I mean, this is going to be a navigational nightmare. People driving around this area, but it'll be fun. Nice. Probably fit some more roads. Another road in here. Looks like I can fit a road there. And maybe one there. Yeah, that'll do. Did I fix junctions yet? No, I haven't done that. Let's do that. Now that the roads are in place. The rest of them are fine. Don't need to worry about that. Oh, I make these stop signs. Because I don't want the lots of traffic getting slowed up by the small amount of traffic going from between these two places. How is traffic doing actually? It's a nightmare, but I'm not really surprised. If they were in other lanes, why are they getting in the bus lane? This is something I just don't understand. I mean, it's fine. There's nothing I can do about it. They've got all the space that they need, and they've just decided not to use it. Those are they taxis or are they're police cars? Okay, fine. I will forgive the police cars for driving in the bus lane. They're sort of, that's kind of fair enough. Right, again, we're going to need pipes. And a lot of them. Right, there we go. One up the middle. Space already occupied. There, pipes. Wonderful. Got a nice residential area we can deal with over there. So are these offices fine? Yeah, the offices aren't having any problem. What district is this going to be, actually? I haven't made this into a district. It's into a district as well. Yeah, there we go. Nice. It's Elk Square, apparently. Right. So we want more residential over here, don't we? We need more residential. Let's just stick it down, I guess, and see how it goes. I'm not going to fill it up too much, because the last thing I want is for it to expand kind of beyond control, really. That would be really bad. I still need a high school here. Somewhere. Good. Yeah, on the main road. Because that's safe. Putting a high school on the main road. What are we doing power-wise? We're good for power. Water, we're good for water. Good for that. So hopefully that will help the education. High school availability is high. There's that. There's no public library anywhere, but I haven't got one of those. A little bit expensive at the moment. Don't really have the money backed up for that sort of thing. This isn't a district. In fact, I'm also going to make this one self-sufficient as well before it starts filling up with loads of buildings and end up losing a whole bunch of cash flow. The Hamilton district. Where is policies? No, that's not what I want. I want district policies. There. So, yes, it'll piss them off for the time being, but at least I'm not going to lose thousands of dollars of cash flow. No rebuilding. Electric cars? Ooh, okay. If you'd have to have thousands and thousands a week for that. Built industrial waste, boost connections, workers union. No, I don't want to reduce my tax income. Reducing workplaces means I can put down more industry, which I don't think is a bad thing. Industrial space planning, small business enthusiast, there's sales, tech housing. Sounds good. How do I set? Oh, here we go. Set the policies for a particular area. I'm going to do it for this one. There's no buildings here, but it's going to be high tech. All the new buildings are going to be high tech buildings because it's kind of hopefully it'll grow. The income will grow as the buildings grow, rather than having to kind of rebuild everything. Why are you? This we're finally recycling. Can't wait to separate all my trash into piles. Boring. Okay. I haven't checked that for about half an hour, and maybe longer than an hour. Nice botanical garden. Wow, that's got a big radius. I feel like that's something people would actually want to visit, wouldn't they? They'd like to, oh, let's go to the botanical garden for whatever reason. This area is going to be a little bit of a pain in the arse to put roads on because it's got the two main roads. Have to think about that. Wow, these buildings are looking pretty good, aren't they? So we need more commercial, which is what this area is. So we're going to put down some high density commercial here. Oh yeah, we need power over here. Put down a little bit of commercial there. Let's just fill this up with industry, because that's also got some demand. Quite high demand for industry. And then I'll round this off with offices. There we go. Fantastic. I'll probably put some commercial around here, which would be quite nice. Some high-tech commercial buildings. I don't know if you could do high-tech commercial specifically. This is going to need healthcare. Benefit that over that. I don't think I need to have a hospital. Might be a good idea. I've got the money for it, and it would just, I think it would help the city in general to have a full proper hospital. Definitely the fire station. Well, it'd be quite funny to have this piddly ass fire station next to the hospital. Does want to cover a large area of the island, which that kind of does. It doesn't quite go over there, but once I upgrade it to a full-sized headquarters and fire station, then we'll be fine. There's a dead person. Okay, we're gonna need another cemetery. We only have one cemetery in the whole. And actually, there's loads of dead people. Holy shit! We've only got one cemetery in the whole city. Gonna need a couple more, sadly. There we go. Got no power. What does a cemetery need power for? Oh well, easy enough. Right. Still haven't done anything with Party Island. I'm going to put some roads... I've got no money. There are enough money to make roads on Party Island. How can I do this? How can I improve? It's all going to be commercial. I think. And I think if this is where hotels are going to be, which I think would be nice, I think there needs to be a high-speed transport to Party Island in some way, shape or form. Like a... I don't think... Somehow that boat managed to get under that bridge. Well, that's a bit dodgy, but fine. The boat just goes through the bridge. Oh, you could use a blimp. You'd have a blimp line from... What blimp was it? Blimp? A blimp stop. Are you struggling with power? Oh. Generally, we just don't have enough power. Get something worth more. God, that makes so much power, doesn't it? Solar updraft tower. Another one of those. Blammo. We're going to have to improve our power situation, I think, because at the moment, just adding new solar panels, not solar panels, old power plants, the best idea. I can get rid of the... Wait, not that one. Shit, I've just depowered half the city. And again. Right, that's fine. I feel like I should have another power connection from the other direction. Because at the moment, it's entirely reliant on this one kind of, on these few towers here. And I don't think that's necessarily a good idea. So more residential would be good over here. Let's fill in this little area here. And let's this one as well. Let's do it. Through it. I don't think maybe I will put another road in here, just because of convenience in terms of actually making houses around here. And these buildings are nice. They're high-tech and they're eco-friendly. Going to need some parks around here as well. Let's see if we can get a nice fat one in here. Somewhere. Okay, maybe not that one. Get a few parks. Yeah, high. They're a high colour. With a high colour. They're a good colour. Right there. Wow, that's... Look at those. They're a lovely bright blue. So those people are going to be super happy with basically everything in their lives right now. I really want to buy this area so I can expand out my industry, because I don't really want to put the industry anywhere else. I'm going to have to do more with industry at some point. But it seems like the pollution is kind of doing alright. Not enough raw materials. Well, that's a sourcing problem. That's your problem. Not really my problem. Maybe I can put some offices around here. Maybe that will be a good idea. Because offices obviously don't create pollution. Look at all these piddly ass offices. I find it strange that you have like really tall commercial and residential buildings. I like that, but then you only have like the office buildings are piddly and small. I mean, I know they're obviously industry, but there's no reason they couldn't have like a tall office building. But these buildings are nice. I like them. They're all green and covered in greenery and kind of natural. And you got the bird sounds still as well, actually. It's really nice. It's sort of like, it blends in quite nicely. I like this. I wish real life cities had buildings like that. This entire island is going to be very similar. Do we need more? I just need more industry is the big issue, really. Right, I can upgrade that now from a... That's just a firehouse, isn't it? We've got a fire station. Upgrade. I'm going to destroy the firehouse. Ooh, colossal city. Wow. 11,000. I think I'm not too far away from being at max size now, which is pretty good, actually. So I can get a new 2 kilometre by 2 kilometre area, which is good, because that... And I'm also going to get a full-sized police headquarters. Still complaining about rubbish. To be fair, don't blame you. The rubbish does have to come from the... Like, all the trucks come from the other side of the city. So, not really, you know, your fault, I don't think. I'm going to continue this road down. I don't really care about having a roundabout. This is the industrial area. Who cares about industrial traffic? That's not where I want that. I want that there. There we go. Stick that along here. Get this. But obviously this is like the horrible area of the archipelago. This is not the nice area. Like, the nice area is over here, I suppose. The housing and the These people, I think, are a little bit on the edge of the commercial, of the industry side of things. I feel kind of bad for them living where they do. I personally would want to live over here, not here. It's nice. They're nice. It's a nice place to live. It's a little bit on the close side. Like, you can look out this window and you'll just see the industry. Whereas over here, like, you're fucking miles away from it. You won't see any of that shit. You won't see any of it at all. Right, we can get some more offices in here now. And some more hard industry as well. Going to need water. That's an important thing to consider. There. Go. Wonderful. Wonderful. I've got a few more islands to work with if I want to. Like, I could go over this way and bring some industry over here. Where else do I want to expand to? Here. Be nice. I've got 2 more expansion slots, I think, haven't I? Yeah. Unless I download the mod that allows me to buy all of them, I can buy here and here to buy basically the majority of the Moon Island. I've already got the majority of the Moon Island, but I can buy this last sliver here, which is the back side, not too bothered about, but this side, quite a large chunk. And also I get this island as well. That'd be nice. Oh, needs more commercial. I can do that. I've done a lot of building now, so I can just plop down more of everything as and when it's needed. I'm going to need another fire station over here, aren't I? Yeah, I'll do that. Covers most of it. I say most because it is most, but it's fine. There's no police coverage over here whatsoever. So we'll do something about that. Good. This area is unfortunately currently uneducated, so we'll do something about that as well. Let's put down a school. You want to do a workshop map? Maybe at some point. Not today because I'm doing this one and once we go off to lunch soon. But I do like workshop maps. They can be fun. I did make one once. I made a workshop. I made a map, and it was like kind of similar to this actually. I was kind of thinking of having a big island with residential on it, and then smaller islands with like commercial and industry and like that. It was kind of fun. I've never tried looking at workshop maps. Don't educate industry workers or they will stop working. Okay, I'll keep an eye on that. Thanks for that. Right, I've got enough money now to start working on Party Island because I want to. And what kind of have? We need a way of getting over to Party Island, don't we? Really? That's gonna thing we have to think about. How are we going to get over to Party Island? Well, how are the people going to get to Party Island? We're not. But right in the middle. Oh, that looks cool. I like that. So, we can either do boat, or we can do train, or we can do, like, monorail, or something like that instead. Oh yeah, we're going to do blimp, weren't we? Because what a stylish way to get to, like, the casinos and stuff like this, that by blimp. I mean, I can't think of any other more stylish, if I can actually find somewhere to put the blimp stop. That would be an incredibly stylish way of arriving, wouldn't it? Nice. So this is going to be entirely commercial on the island. I need some power over here. That's going to be a little bit of a pain in the arse. And I'm also going to need water as well. Again, that's going to be expensive. But Party Island, don't spare any expense. Can I move that over here? I don't want that right in the middle. Particularly. Because it's not the most attractive building in the world. If I can flatten this out a little bit, level terrain. Nope, that's not quite what I meant. level some terrain up a little bit. Bring it out so I can get the limp stop here. Oh, strength a little bit. There we go. Can I fit that there? No. A bit more. There. Yes. Now you can arrive on Party Island in style. Flying over everybody's heads. Why did I just buy another one? I meant to build it, but I meant to move it, not buy a new one. That's fine. They don't have any power. I am completely out of power. I need more power. Oh, I'm going to have to get another coal power plant. I don't really want another coal power plant, but I'd like to get something more, with a bit more oomph than coal, really. I could take out a loan. To be fair, that's not a lot of weekly cost. Take out a nice fat loan, and that will, I can really up my power usage, my power production usage. There, let's put that down. Temporary connection of, actually, rather than doing a temporary connection, stick down some industry there, and they will connect it up for me. Hopefully, in theory. Wonderful. Now we've got loads of money to play with. How are we doing sewage and water wise? Water availability, looking a little bit low. This. Pumping service. That's not interesting. Freshwater outlet. Also, don't care about that too much. Let's get another water pumping station. It's not the nicest place in the world to have them. But, you know, who cares about commercial? Who cares? They don't care. Right, we need some more residential. At the moment, there's no demand for commercial, so I'm not going to get anywhere with Party Island until there's a bit of commercial demand. How would it be best to get there? If you weren't going to get there by blimp, which obviously I don't think is the only way you should be able to get there, because most people aren't going to be able to get there. You could make like a nice little off-ramp from here. Take you across. On a really fancy road. Fancy ass road. So you can get to Party Island by driving there, if you feel like it. I feel like Party Island is for the rich and the famous. Not for your average... Oh, I wanted to rotate that, not not put it down. One way, I want two-way large toll booth. Rotate things. I can't remember. But it's left clicking doesn't work. How do you rotate things? Alt click? Nope. Hang on, let me check the settings. Key mapping. Change elevation. Camera. And camera. It's helpful to me. Oh, I suppose you can attach it to roads, can't you? Put that there. No, that's not what I wanted. Again. Oh, right click. There we go. Maybe I don't want it to be going straight towards the main road because there is no space. Right, so now we need some highway on and off ramps. One-way highway. Don't want a ramp. Yeah. I think I want on and off ramps. I think two-way highway. We could do like highway with down. If I just put down rather than connecting up, I can just put down a wind turbine. That'll just power that for me, no problem. Pipe over here. Cool. So I need to that. That do? Oh, hang on. I don't want. I want it to be a one-way, not two-way. There we go. One way. Wonderful. Maybe I did want it two-way. Two-way there. I don't know. This is a bit of a canon. That'll do. It's a bit messy, but it'll do. It does all the jobs it needs to do. I think. I mean, that's a little bit. It's a little bit chaotic, isn't it? If you're coming in from the city, you can drive up that ramp, and then take a right. I don't think it wants to be a highway though, because it's a bit hard to deal with, isn't it? And there's no there's no kind of, what is it? What's the word I'm trying to think of? There's no traffic lights or anything. So that way can be fine. So this, it can be an on and off ramp here, but then like a two-way road. I think. I don't know. That'll do. That wants to be. I don't think that wants to be like that. I don't know. God, it's hard to. It'll be fine. Fuck it. It's fine. It's a. This is an absolutely dreadful junction. Because you've got cars that wanting to go that way, crossing over with cars wanting to go that way, and there's no anything there. There's no traffic lights, nothing. So I'm gonna have to change that. The problem is that there's a kind of an unnecessary crossover here. If they came on off the highway, coming around that way, then they wouldn't have to cross over at all. And then if they went onto the highway from that way, it would make more sense. So we'll do that. Oh, two-way. Bring that kind of around. Make that curve. Curve it around sensibly. This is not going to curve sensibly, I don't think. Down. There, that makes more sense. It's a bit odd. It's a little bit odd, I think. I don't think that's quite the shape I wanted to go for. Not very smooth. Man, that looks horrific. I want to adjust the road shape. Will it let me? No, it won't let me do that. Okay, that looks absolutely horrific. That little slope. Invalid shape. It's just a turn. God, this is just getting worse and worse. Oh man, I can do nice kind of normal roads. I really suck at highways. Highway. Let's turn off snapping. How do I turn off snapping? Because honestly, it's just getting on my nerves a little bit. Hang on. I do want angle snapping. That prevents stupid issues with the road being a little bit bent, but not quite. That again. In. It looks better. It's still not perfect, but it looks better than it did before. Right. So can I? Although at the moment there isn't really a way. I think we're going to have to change that slightly. Yeah. God, I'm terrible at building these sorts of things. Right. So we kind of want a way of getting a highway. Not too steep. Fine. I just connect it from there to there. That's fine. It's happy with that. That's not what I want. I don't want a straight road. I want a nice curvy road. It's raining. Because of... Why is it too steep? Oh, God. This is... It's going in the wrong direction. That's the problem with it. It's kind of intersecting the... It's kind of going against the flow of the traffic a little bit. God, why did I decide to build this toll booth? I mean, that's already looking pretty dodgy, to be fair. Bit of road. Let's put this straight out here. Connect that up to... Oh my... What is going on? That's not... Just connect, please, road. Just connect. don't want to spend the last 10 minutes before lunch kind of pissed around with this. Right, okay, that worked. And there we go. Right, we got there in the end, I think. Now, roads aren't intersect. I mean, you're not going to be turning left anyway. And you shouldn't be turning right. In theory. You shouldn't be turning right anyway. I mean, there's no way I could... I mean, I could have done 2 one-way... toll booths. Rather than... 1 big double-way one. But anyway, now you can get to Party Island. A little bit dodgy looking, but that's fine. Now you can get to Party Island, which is all I wanted. that was all that I wanted, was for people to get to Party Island. Let's just stick some commercial down and see what happens with it. I don't think it's going to do... I think it's going to be hard-pressed to get customers, given the fact that it's not easy to get to. That's a gym. That's not... Maybe it should be tourism, not leisure. It's a bowling alley. That's not quite what I had in mind. I was kind of planning... I think tourism is going to be the choice here. Let's get a music club as well. Something else over there. Just to get the party started a little bit. Know where there's electricity? I don't want to put it right next to the blimp station. Where's boring? This festival area. I feel like a festival is something that you would have on Party Island, isn't it? Right. Nope, still not big enough. Let's try that again. Let's continue moving, pushing that out. There. Wonderful. Unfortunately, there is no demand for commercial at the moment. At all. So there's nothing happening here at all. There's a lot of demand for commercial, not commercial, industrial. We're going to just fill this in. Wow. And then there's also more demand for residential as well. So we're going to fill in some more residential over here. Nice. Let's just do like a bigger chunk. I don't know what happens if you completely run out of all demand, but anyway. Right, here comes the traffic. Yes, coming through the toll booth to Party Island. Security budget 1,000, sure. Yeah, well, we're gonna need some kind of transport there. I mean, obviously we're going to have the blimp. We're going to have the lovely blimp route, aren't we? There we go. So you can arrive at Party Island by blimp now, and obviously we're gonna need a bus to get around the island. It's not a massive island. I mean, You can walk. Let's get a taxi rank as well. Just for convenience sake. Nice. We've got one nightclub. We've got one nightclub, and it's operating normally. They seem to be happy. It seems to be working, which is good. That's full. Okay. How are we doing processing wise? We're doing alright processing wise. What are you complaining about? Not enough fuel. Oh, that could be why my coal power plant's not working, because I didn't have any fuel. Oh, it's fine. Don't care about them anyway. I've got enough power being generated by the solar updraft tower. So, yeah. It seems to be good. Right, our city's coming along very nicely. Again, they want some more commercials. We're going to plop down some offices. And then some more high density housing over here. I could probably just fill this area in now, really. There's no point in taking it slow. Because we're going to need the population anyway. I was going to do just in case there's any I've missed. And in fact, we can also do this area over here as well. Wonderful. That looks good. I haven't saved my game. New save. Island Town. Wonderful. I think I kind of running out of time a little bit, actually. I need to go in a minute. Well, for lunch. I'm back after lunch. I think I'll continue playing this. I'm enjoying this city. It's fun. And it's coming along very nicely. I wish the abandoned buildings would demolish themselves. But they don't seem to. So, quite a few abandoned buildings over here. Okay, fine. All good. What are you? What's up with you? Why are you unhappy? Or uneducated? Why are you uneducated? Where's there like that tiny buildings here? Just go away, get rid of them. Don't need those two, but move in somewhere else. Don't need those there. Could do with some more elementary schools. One there. Okay, we need another one. One there, fuck it. And then we can put in a high school. Near the roundabout. The roundabout. The main road isn't really helping all that much with the high school range, with the schooling radius range. Yeah, that didn't destroy any building, so that's perfect. There's a little bit there that is uneducated, but that's fine. These buildings are fantastic. They're like, these people are super happy, super high density. High density. They're basically as happy as you could be with what, high entertainment over here and everything you could possibly want. You know, that is the nicest place to live in the city. By the looks of it. These people are much happier than they were. Japanese garden or something. That one house. Make all the people around it happier. Those people don't have any water. Sorry, didn't realise. Nice. Right. It's looking pretty good. All these commercial buildings over here are kind of lagging a little bit. I don't know. The problem is there's not enough commercial. Oh wow, this place is getting busy. Hotel, more hotels. Party Island is getting busy. Where is my blimps? Where are my blimps? Oh, I need to connect up the blimp stop, don't I? Not the blimp stop, the Blimp terminal. There we go. Right, that's good. Lunchtime now, so I need to go lunch. I'm going to end the stream because I've been gone for like an hour. So I'll be back this afternoon. It's been fun. Thanks for following me, Kalini, and I will hopefully see you after lunch. Is everything good? Everything looks okay. I'm in a good space to leave it right now, apart from the fact there's a few abandoned buildings. That's fine. I'm going to give it a quick save, and then I'll be back in about an hour's time. So, thanks for sticking around. It's been fun. City looks pretty good. It's looking fantastic. I love the way it looks. Great city. So, it's been fun, and I'll see you later. Bye.